this is something we should do a video on. It just dawned on me. I haven't done a video like this, and I feel that's really necessary. You know, we're always worried about that next accessory that we're gonna get, or that next tool that we want, but we can't afford it because it's a Milwaukee, or it's some name brand piece of equipment that we can't afford, because a little light like this would be $250, or a drill like this would be $300 and up. Well, I'm here to tell you guys, you don't have to have a Milwaukee. You don't have to have KC highlights. You don't have to have super bright LED.com LEDs. You don't have to have a Rockford Fosgate stereo system. You don't have to have any of that to have decent quality stuff at affordable prices. And let me tell you why before we go digging into some of these name brands that I got here. I'm a mechanic full-time. A lot of you guys know that. And when I started out, I didn't have the money to go buy DeWalt, Snap-on, Milwaukee, or, you know, any of the tool truck brand stuff. But then over the years, I started making more money because, you know, more experience. Now I started buying tool truck stuff, and my payments were sky high through the roof. Well, at home, I was getting tired of bringing tools back and forth from work and home, and I'd forget them at one place or the other. It was just a pain, so I started buying like homeowner brands such as Black & Decker, and, you know, some other tools like that. And over the years, I kind of found what was borderline crap and borderline really good. And my garage here is full of tools. My toolbox at work is full of tools, a lot of name brand tools. Here, I'm using mostly cheap tools. And let me tell you, this Bauer drill, for $50, I believe I got it for, with the coupon, it's just as good as my Milwaukee at work. The quality seems good. They use Samsung cells in the batteries. So does Milwaukee and most of the other brands. It feels good. Metal chuck tightens down like it's supposed to. I've used this drill a lot here. For those of you who watch my channel on a regular basis, you see all the tools that I use in my videos. This Hercules grinder, I've put a lot of grinding discs through it. I mean a lot, probably a couple of hundred. This thing, you can tell it's been used and abused and beat. And what it cost me, like 40 bucks, somewhere in there. And it does just as good as my name brand one that I paid $250 for at work. Longevity in these, I'm not sure. I know I've had some Milwaukee stuff for over 5 years, and I'm still on the original batteries. And now that I'm mentioning it, the original batteries are on their way out the door. Nonetheless, I'm always hot swapping, and I gotta buy them, and they're like $50 to $70 a battery. But I can go to Harbor Freight and buy a whole tool with a charger and a battery for that. Now, the little battery that's in this, it lasts a while, but I bought the bigger one, and it lasts even longer, way longer. And that's just some of the things. Look at these. I got these for $10. I've had these for a very long while, and I used them all the time. Now, I wanted to move along to the whips. And you know, since I'm still talking, check out the video description, because I'll have a list of good Chinese brand save yourself some money stuff down in the bottom of the description. Because I want to tell you, these whips, they're built really durable. They're really nice whips. If you've seen any of my videos, you can see them. They're super bright, super colorful. The colors is awesome. They do all kinds of things. They chase. If you go to 5150whips.com, their whips are going to look identical to this. Do you want to know why? They're all using basically the same LED strips, and they're all using basically the same tubing to wrap them around, and they're all basically using the same connectors, same wires. The only difference is they say 5150 on them, and they do come with a lifetime warranty or something like that, granted. But come on, I put 1,500 miles on these whips. Not a problem. I'm sure you can do the same with 5150. Now, I know some of you out there are breaking whips and stuff. You could benefit from that warranty. But honestly, you pay all that money for, and I'm not bashing 5150. They have some really nice stuff. I'm not bashing any brand here. I'm just making you aware of how you can spend your money better. I got this set of whips, 2 whips, controllers, remote, everything, for $89. These are 4-foot whips. Yeah, $89. Alright, and I want to let you know, I broke one. It was definitely my fault. I backed up into the garage door and it smashed it, broke it. Company sent me a brand new set and let me keep the other set. That's what $89 gets you. And we're going to go through a list. I wrote down a list of Chinese manufacturers, as you call it, of some of the stuff that I have bought, used, and continue to use on our machines. And we're going to go through that list real quick, and then we're going to go through some of these. There's Nylite, MICTUNING, DWVO, Autofeel, Rigid Horse, Auxbeam, Boss Audio, Rockville Audio, and there's so much more. But this is just a small portion of things that I have bought over the years, used. And I can tell you, the quality with these brands is up there with Rockford, Alpine, Highs, SuperBrightLEDs.com, Elemental, Iowa 80, 5150 whips, KC Highlights, and Twisted Pro. Okay? Now, with that being said, I said Rockford and, you know, Alpine and stuff like that. Rockford and Alpine is gonna whoop a Boss Audio. Okay? And I say that because the quality is much better, the sound clarity is much better, and everything else. But when we're talking side-by-side stuff, you could care less about real clear hi-fi stereo. You want something that's loud, sounds decent, will hold up, and will get the job done without spending $1,500. You guys have heard my video of my stereos, my wife's and mine, and you guys see how loud they get, how clear they are. Now, granted, I am using a name brand amp, but I'm using Boss Marine speakers and a set of Walmart cheapy speakers. And I have like $280 plus tax, so around $300 in that setup. See what you can do for $300 instead of $1,500. You know what I mean? Now, this is a AAIWA motor. That's the brand. Light. And it's a really nice light. We bought it for a project that we have because we bought one of these and put it on a four-wheeler. That's why these ones were taken off. They weren't bright enough. They're bright, don't get me wrong, but they're not as bright as one of these with the flood spot combo. So we took these off. I don't even remember what name brand these are, but they're cheapies. And they do awesome too. But I wouldn't use them as like a full-blood light bar. But we got two of these, two of them for 30 bucks. Free shipping on Amazon. Like I said, I'll link a bunch of stuff down below. You just can't beat this stuff. If it lasts you a couple of years, chuck it. Go buy another one. Who cares? But honestly, our lights is going strong. And we're using DWVO and Auxbeam. They've been great to us. And Auxbeam actually sponsored a video. And I don't just put stuff on video just to make the companies feel good. I care less how they feel. I care about how you feel. And I like Auxbeam. I really do. I have for years and years. So, but I just wanted to go over some of these things to help you guys save money when you're off-roading. And you know, how would you feel if you smashed a $400 LED bar versus a $49 LED bar that got the job done just as good? I don't know about you, but if I ran into a tree and smashed a $400 light bar, my rear end would be so sore. Somebody's gonna have to rub some jelly on it. But if I went in the woods and smashed a $50 or even a $100 LED bar, ass is still gonna be sore, but somebody might not have to rub no jelly on it. I was thinking for our last few days about doing a video like this, and I thought it would be a great video. I want to thank you guys for watching, but before we go, we need to check out this $40 stereo that my cousin picked up. He asked me about it, and I told him, eh. And we'll have to let you guys know how it sounds, because I ain't gonna lie to you, it's brand new in a box. Check out this little thing. It is not Bluetooth, but it does come with a remote, so you control it on your keychain. And I like these little speakers it comes with. They're pretty nice, actually. Like I said, I don't know what it sounds like. We're going to figure it out here soon because it's going on Hifonics when we're done. And that's why we went with a cheap radio, because it's going on Hifonics. But if you guys are curious about this and one of you want to try it, this is what it is. It's really no name brand. MP3, USB. But it's really no name brand. It's just a cheapie. I believe you paid 30 bucks for it, 28 bucks or something like that. So always keep in mind, you don't have to have the name brand toy. You don't have to spend $400 on a set of whips to be top dog. Look at me. I like to think I'm top dog, and I'm rolling around with Chinese lighting. And nobody's ever asked any different. Everybody that I've been around and rode with, they asked me where I got it, and I told them Amazon. For 45 bucks, I think mine cost. And I've actually sold quite a few of those. Not me personally, but telling people about it. They go to Amazon and they get them, and they love them. And I always talk highly about Auxbeam. And don't forget MICTUNING. MICTUNING is up there with my favorites is MICTUNING and Auxbeam. That's my favorites. So I hope this video helps you guys. And I hope that you like it. And as always, like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you in the next one.